stevenj with Strong Dogs. Good evening. Doing this one at night. It's close to my bedtime, so that's why I wanted to get this one done. Should have done that a few days ago, but because of the story, when I tell you the story, you'll understand why I didn't. But based on the title of the video, it's my first experience in the suit doing bite work. I guess I'll just show you. That is what happened last Thursday. Hopefully you can see that. And I will go ahead and do my best, because you know I'm an editing wizard. I can do anything with editing. The photos of when it happened, a day of, which was Thursday, last Thursday, then Friday, then Saturday. But let me tell you the story of why I want to become a decoy and why I'm doing it, what do I expect from it, and how that happened. Okay, so I've told this story multiple times since last week. So anyone who's watching and you've heard this story, just don't even watch this video unless you're just doing it to help me with the view count and the likes. But other than that, it's going to be redundant, so go ahead and just skip this video. But for those who haven't, the reason I want to become a decoy, if you don't know, a decoy is the guys in the suit that take the bites from the dog, whether if it's in working sport or protection. So your IGP, your PSA, helping military, helping police forces, police dogs, things like that. You're in the suit while the dog takes the bite. So why am I stupid and wanting to do this? Because my drive and ambition to learn is never ending. Especially when it comes to this, I always want to learn and soak in as much information and knowledge that I can. And the other thing is just pure experience. So this way, if the client wants to do protection, even though I probably muscle my way through it, especially with the earlier stages, you really don't know until you're in the suit and how it feels, okay? So I've taken bites from Ace, I've taken bites from Ava. You've probably seen it. I think there's probably some old videos, old footage on here of me doing it. But it's not the same, because one, they were never up to a level where some of these dogs are, okay? Never. Two, they were my own dogs at the time. So the bites they gave, Ava had a pretty strong bite, but I got a few bruises from her. Ace was a softie, so it wasn't that bad. But in the end, they were, you know, my dogs at the time, so they were never gonna bite me in a violent manner that could actually hurt me. So it's totally different taking a bite from someone else's dog. So I wanted to experience that. I just didn't want to experience it. I wanted to do it right. I wanted to learn how to move. So this way, safety of the dog is my number one priority and concern, front and foremost. So understanding how to move, so one, if something happened, I would never hurt the dog, where the dog's safety is never in jeopardy, okay? I'd rather put myself in jeopardy or whatever, but making sure the dog is okay, okay? So that's paramount. So understanding how to move in case shit happens, but the dog is protected. That's what I wanted, okay? Because there is some bit of a dance in how, you know, taking the bite, how you turn. There's some finesse that requires it, okay? So I wanted to just experience it and learn, but also get better in developing my skills through the process, you know, starting with this pillow, then the sleeve, then the suit, okay? And then all the other layers of scenarios that you could play from there, okay? So I wanted to learn it. So, also wanted to get Aria built up on her bite work, so I was able to do both. Build her up on the bite, which she killed it last week on the sleeve, but also then this way I can get certified as a decoy myself. So that was kind of my why behind it, just more information and experience. It's short and simple. That's the short and simple version of it, okay? So how did it go? Well, last week I was over at Ed's, and again, he does all the canine works for pretty much OPD. So I was over there, he's gonna certify me. Just asked about it, and yep, you can do it, cool. And the first time, so last Thursday, was a bit of a trial by fire, so to speak, okay? It was kind of like, hey, Steven, you ready to get into the suit? Yep. let's go. The dog they used, I'm not gonna name names, but I've known this dog for a couple of years. I didn't say known it. It's not like me and the dog hang out. It's not like we pet. I just know of the dog. So this way, like, I know when I see it, that's boom, that's that dog. It actually has won multiple titles for hardest bite. Okay, so people were telling me he's gonna have the hardest bite in the camp. Okay, and again, like, kind of scared, kind of nervous, kind of excited, got all these mixed feelings because, like, I don't know what to expect. The thing I didn't expect was how heavy the suit is. The suit is heavy and it's thick and you really can't move, so it's not like you're gonna be doing wind sprints in it, okay? So that was my first one. Then, again, hey, that's Ari. I was hoping she'd be quiet after our walks. She just is getting amped up because I'm talking and she's looking at me like I'm doing something wrong. Like I said, it was kind of a trial by fire. Take some bites, then we'll critique how you move, and this way we can give you some pointers, okay? But first we want to see how you move and take the bite. All right, so we get into the field, get into the suit. Handlers tell me kind of what to do because he knows his dog, kind of where he wants to bite, and just, you know, placing me, tricep, boom, this is what to expect, okay. Now, I figure out this way. Dog's behind me. It got to a point where, I don't want to say it was like in the zone, but it kind of slowed down, but this dog's looking at me, foaming at the mouth, just wanting to tear me apart because he knows what's the game. He knows it's game on here in a second. As soon as he gets that command, gets the green light, boom, it's game on. I'm thinking, and how I described it to most people last week was, it was kind of like the first time I did drugs. You know, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking to myself, this is the stupidest fucking thing I'm about to do. But we're here, so let's party, okay? I even told my buddy, you know, there must be something delusional or wrong with us because he likes to get into a race car powered by like jet fuel and go as fast as he can down the road and hopefully he doesn't hit anything. I like to get bitten by strange dogs. So they're looking at this dog and I'm like, okay, here we go. It's like, you're strapped in a roller coaster. There's no turning back now. There, and then he gives a command, boom, very first bite, very first fucking bite, first fucking bite, goes pretty much almost right through the goddamn suit. And as soon as he bit, I knew it. I don't know if my arm was too flush against the sleeve or he just bit so hard and went so at it that he just kind of bulked up the material and just bit down and just got a full-on bite. But as soon as he bit, I fucking knew it. I felt it and I'm just like, yep, either he went through the sleeve, but I'm definitely bruised at minimum. Definitely bruised. At worst, I'm thinking I'm bleeding through the sleeve. I'm thinking there's blood drawn. And after that bite and he got a release, it was like getting punched in the face in a fight. Like, we're in this now. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't think I can take another fucking bite. I don't think I can do it. If it's like that, there's no way in hell. Not on that arm because that arm is pretty much done. Luckily, and if you saw I should have prefaces with this. If you saw the reel, 1, thank you for the views. 2, hopefully you enjoyed it. 3, hopefully you laughed because he pulled my ass down to the ground because I underestimated how strong this fucking dog was. Then I lost my balance and it was raining outside, so he took my ass down. Embarrassingly so, deservingly so. 10 points across the board, okay? So if you haven't seen the short, it's on the website or YouTube channel. Go find it, it's probably the first one. Get a good laugh out of it. So he took my ass down and that's when I'm like, yep, I knew it. Again, I'm thinking my arm is bleeding in the sleeve. Minimum, I know it's bruised. So I'm thinking to myself, I don't think I can take another bite, but I'm not gonna bitch out. So we did it again, 3 or 4 more times. I think I posted 2 of the videos. There was a third one, but pretty much the same one. It looks like the first one, but I didn't fall. That was the first and only time I actually fell and got pulled to the ground. The rest, I was on my feet. Yay, you know, gotta show off. So anyways, we got through all the biting. It was like 5 or 6 of them, but that first one was this. So we get through it, and I didn't tell anybody. It's kind of like being a stuntman, I think. That's the best analogy, metaphor that I can come up with. It's kind of like being a stuntman. It's like you did your first barrel roll. It's like you did your first car crash scene, and you got a, you know, bum arm. You're not gonna say shit to anyone because they do the shit for a living. So being your first one, I didn't want to look like a pussy, so I didn't say shit to anyone. If anything, I just did one of these like, I'm good, just walk it off. But inside, I'm just like, oh my God, the pain is radiating. I'm like, it's gonna hurt. I just knew it's gonna hurt. That's it, and just soak it up and kind of take my mind off of it, go think about, you know, the technique, listen to what these guys have to say, just keep watching other dogs, watch the other decoys. So I just, again, and that's how I've been like all week, is just take my mind off of it. Just like, here's my movie quote of the video. Just like the old wise man once said, pain don't hurt. So, name that movie. That was it. And then once I finally sat down and we were talking, kind of going over everything, again, doing one of these, pulling the sleeves down, Ed was the one who actually saw it. He looked at it and he just starts laughing, and then he starts showing all the guys. So I'm just like, yep, that was it. And I'm gonna do my best in this video to actually put up the pictures. So again, I think I said earlier, I'm gonna go ahead and do it somewhere in the beginning, at the end, in the middle. I'll chop it in so you can see, because this actually looks good. So today is Tuesday night. I go back Thursday night. So hopefully it's healed enough to do it again, because while we're there, just like, hey, gonna get more dogs on you. Okay. I might have to put I have like a thermal sleeve. I might have to put that on just to cover it, because it's still a little tender. I didn't even put peroxide on it. I didn't go to the doctor, you know, male ego shit. I didn't ice it. It was just let time do its thing, but sleeping on it sucked because I'm a side sleeper. But yeah, I was kind of proud and shocked. And I'm like, so if this is the worst it could be, okay, I can deal with that. So it kind of worked out that I got the hardest hitting dog. Now there are other dogs there who might be stronger and more, who might want to put up more of a fight, but they're not going to hit or have as strong as a bite as that particular dog. So that was my, you know, one extreme to the other. It's like, okay, give me if that was the worst case scenario, if this is the worst case scenario, I can deal and live with that. It was just, again, the shock of it is like, oh, fuck. Yeah. So, excited. Probably some mental dysfunction in me to think this is cool and fun. But it is, you know, again, it's just kind of like a badge of honor. You take your first bite, and I don't know if he punctured it, but it looked like it popped maybe a blood vessel in there. But it never actually bled down my arm, so it's never actually bleeding, but it's just enough to, you know, do some trauma. So that was the fun part. And then because of all the other bruises that people have noticed, like on my arms, got some there, and on my legs, probably, and that's like pretty much healed. People are like, what the fuck have you been doing? Between all the bruises and aches and pains, this is what my big joke has been. They're like, what have you been doing? And I'm like, guys, don't you know I'm Batman? You know, strange injuries, non-existent social life. What do you think stevenj does with all his time and his money? So, no, that some of the bruises were just from jujitsu. And again, just when you got goals, you're gonna be tired, you're gonna have aches and pains, you're gonna have some road rash. And that's what it is. That's just, you know, my roadmap right now of what I'm going through. But it's all fun. It's all things I like and want to continue to learn and get better on. So that was my first experience, and kind of the backstory of the short when you saw me take the bite. Yeah, hopefully it goes better next time. But just want to fill you in. and hope you enjoyed. Hope you got a kick out of it. If you did, leave a comment, like, post, all that good shit. But after that, good luck. Keep training your dog. Peace.